Hey, my beautiful friends. Welcome to all of you. I am glad, happy, and just filled with goodness and grace that you are here. This is your divine inspiration message for today. All right, so we are using the Divine Masters Oracle deck by Kyle Gray for our card of the week. We are using the Happier Me affirmation deck for our affirmation, and we are using the Angel Tarot cards for our daily card pull of the day. My isms are: the brighter I shine, the lighter I get. It's like a little rhyme, it's like a little skipping along type of thing you say to change the brain mapping. The mood sets a vibration, and that's the reality. Now, that's a fact. Whatever mood you're in, wherever you are, frustrated or happy, sad, mournful, whatever that mood is, where's your mood? Where's your emotions? That's the vibration that's going out. That's the beacon. And when that goes out, it attracts the same. So change the mood, change the vibration, and you will change your reality. May the light that is created here today now be for the highest good of everybody. And that's why I get up and do what I do. I like doing it. I like being with all of the non-physical energies because it lifts me beyond these experiences that we're having, these opinions that we're being shared. So let's get right to it. I'm in control of my thoughts, feelings, and choices. Goes along with the mood, goes along with where's the light, where's the love, where's the brightness. Where are you shining? Are you shining? Or are you sitting in a puddle of sadness that somebody else rained down upon you? Let's see what it says on the back. You are the creator of your life. What you think about yourself becomes your reality. Be gentle with yourself, compassionate with yourself, and trust yourself. You control your reality. Here's my big boy pants on that. I have to be responsible for what I'm doing. I have to be responsible for the things I've already done. I have to be responsible for any missteps I might have made. And then I must be responsible for making the difference out there in my world and changing the habits that I have got into that do not serve what I am about. Does that make sense? I am. The I am. The I am makes it so. We are in an angel numerology number 2 day, which is about keeping the faith. Watching the negative thinking, going gently and harmoniously forward with a supportive, considerate, and more importantly, sensitive. The number 2 energy is about tactfulness, cooperation. It's about being loving. Works with the divine feminine, although we can pull the tarot card of the Hierophant, bit like the High Priest, the Eight of Air, which is breaking free from traditions. However, when we talk about breaking free from traditions, breaking away from what we know, we almost feel like it invokes a sense of entitlement, or it invokes a sense of blame, or it invokes a sense of, well, this is not right. I don't think that's blah, 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 because we don't want it anymore. Breaking away can be harmonious, joyful, loving, and kind, but there's a process to it. All right. I'm going to read from our friend Joanna, who spent hours, I know, creating a somewhat daily diary. I love it. I think it's like starlit expressions. And she does it in each day. I think I showed you yesterday, kind of looks like this. So the daily affirmation that Joanna came up with is: I meet challenges with optimism and resilience, trusting that each experience is a stepping stone on my journey. Yes. Even the things that we find the toughest, the most awkward, the most challenging. Why did this happen? There is an element of fear, which is thinking. And the fear is linked to something that already happened, that we know happens, that didn't work quite right. And we fear that it's going to happen again. Well, maybe it will, but the situation is different, the day's different, the date is different, the energy is different, and the vibration most certainly is different. Find that difference. The astrological insight for today is we've got the sun right there in Virgo, and it's squared with that planet of expansion, Jupiter, in the sign of Gemini. So it creates this dynamic energy that's challenging and expansive. So transiting through this might bring up situations that test our patience, our resolve, might make us frustrated. It can also challenge any plans that we may have set forth and expected to happen. But Jupiter's influence encourages all of us to accept the challenge, like, okay, well, let's see what we can do with this, and then look at the bigger picture to remain optimistic, upbeat, the light that's created, the higher good, the bigger vibration. It's a day to be really flexible and adapt to whatever is coming up. Keep a positive mindset. That's what the number 2 energy is. Don't give up. Don't stop at the first hurdle. Just because you fell down, get up. Get up, get up, get up. Keep moving forward. Now, Joanna's card pull for today is the Chariot, which is Archangel Metatron driving that chariot with a white horse and a black horse moving forward. It symbolizes determination, willpower, drive. It symbolizes the jumping up over obstacles and reminds all of us that we have strength to navigate through the challenges and emerge victorious. Gertrude and Beatrice, oddly enough, are in the grandstands of what I can only be like, if I had to go back to the Renaissance world, I would be watching jousting. This is what they're showing me. 2 horses coming together, and now they're showing me a race like the Roman centurions that race around on those chariots. They are in the grandstands, way up high, looking down upon this scene of horses pulling these chariots around a course, a bit like a race, like a horse race, but with carriages. And what they're saying is, it isn't about winning and losing. What they're saying, it is about the actual race itself. It's about the journey. It's about what we're learning. It's about how we're navigating. It's about the heart forward, the eyes open, and also the cheering, because they're cheering. They're in the stands and they're cheering. They are celebrating. This is what this is about. This isn't about feeling trampled on. This isn't about being caught in the undertow. This is everybody in this grandstand coming together in a celebration of strength, courage, light, love, brightness. And you see where this is going. It is looking beyond what we think, see, feel we're at right now. Because the reality that we find ourselves in is the result of what we were thinking, what we were feeling, what we were doing, and what we were concentrating on before. Let's see what card they have to pull for us today. And I know this is, whoa, there you go, 6 of fire. I know that this is, you see how that happens. You watched it. Victory, good news. Look, I just can't. Okay, this is a picture. Now, what I just get through saying, Gertrude and Beatrice up in the stands cheering on people on horses. And here we see the celebration, the coming home, the horse charging forward. And we've got our followers with rose petals lining the way. Victory, good news is on its way. Public recognition and awards. That is the cheering. That's the grandstands they're showing. This is you visualizing your victorious challenges being met. I love this card. The Lemurians here all week long, activating our clairvoyant skills, looking at things through the intuitive lens. Now, there's a difference between intuition and instinct. Very similar words, and they have almost identical lines moving forward. Instinct is something quick, fast. Oof. Instinctively, this is what I'm drawn to do. Somebody harms you, instinctively, you want to do something back to them. That's the eye for an eye. No. Intuition says there's a reason why that happened. There's a reason why there was that reaction. There's a reason why there was that response. That's intuition. The intuition, go inwards. Go ask. Go seek. Go find. There's a reason why you had that experience. There's a reason why that challenge showed up. That's intuition. Instinct is also the hard wiring of the brain. Instinctively. She was instinctively driven to do that. Now, there are times where intuition and instinct come together. There have been stories where we hear on the news somebody got trapped up underneath a car and it was on fire. And if somebody didn't do something quickly, the car was going to blow up. So a group of people, maybe one or two, lifted that car up. That's instinct and intuition coming together saying, we got to lift this car up and we got to get this man out. And it happened. That making sense? I hope I'm making sense. So we can operate from that space. We can operate from the space of, is this my intuition speaking to me? And what does my instinct tell me to do? That's a divine, inspirational thing that's for you. It's the open channel to where all that information lives. And this is what the Lemurians are trying to encourage us to do. When something comes along that you don't get, you don't understand, and you're not really quite sure what to do with it, sit and be quiet. Find that inner strength. Strength isn't about brawn. It isn't about muscles. It isn't about, being better than, stronger than, and more than anyone else. It is about weaving that tapestry in to find the resolve, to meet the challenge, and to move on forward. Anyone who's ever accomplished anything had to do some kind of work. Not so much toil, like wear yourself out. In a way, wear yourself out. But reaching a new level, it does require some effort. Does require some doing. Does require some, okay, I'm going to have to roll up my sleeves. And for me, whenever I'm challenged to look at something, I'm going to hit it head on. Was it intentional? Yes or no? How do I feel about it? And I'm always asking my higher being, show me, lead me, guide me. And then I make the decisions. The other parts of the higher being is, yes, there's a linear time we live in, 3D, go into 5 dimension, 5th dimension. And then there's the, spiritual time. You all must have heard the 3-dimensional energy that we were in before has lifted off and we're going to the 5th dimensional energy. And most people who don't get it are like, say what? Because they didn't even get 3D. So we can't expect them to get the 5D, 5th dimension, moving to the 5th dimension. That's just where the realms meet together to move it all forward. Like I was saying yesterday, the miraculous. But your mind and your soul and your heart and your being isn't there, it's just not there. It isn't that that's a wrong person or that they're doing something different. You can't compare yourself to where you are to where other people are. I don't know how that will work. That's like putting a city bus on the train tracks and expecting it to go. The tires aren't going to work on the train track. I'm hoping I'm making sense with these little. Just so there you go. I think that's it. I can't get. I know there's a spirit giving me these images to tell you, and I'm giggling. Something. How would I get a city bus to ride along the train tracks? You have to pull the rails up. See, this is where I go with all of this, and saying that it just tickles me that this stuff, and that's Gertrude. That's the energy of Gertrude, just being like, oh, well, would that even work? And this is where I find myself going down what most people would call it the rabbit hole. Alice in Wonderland, going down the rabbit hole and finding the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. That's where I can get really, truly creative. And now I feel like I'm waffling, and Beatrice is saying, oh, yes, you are. My friends, get with the number 2 day. Know that victory's on its way. You have to feel it in here. And you have to see it in here. And you have to have the faith that it will eventually manifest itself out there. I love you. Thanks so much. Don't forget, tomorrow, Friday night. Is that tomorrow? Yes. Today's Thursday. 6:30 p.m. We are dropping what we already know. Dropping what we've been taught. Dropping all of the things that we kind of like built up in our head. And looking at everything as if we've never seen it before. 6:30 Eastern on my Zoom channel. Go onto my website, go to the events tab, and you'll see all the events there. This is about the spiritual revolution. Until tomorrow morning when I do this, or tomorrow night when I see you over there, thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and doing what you do. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information, and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.